was just, as you guys were saying before, not a whole lot going on, a lot of blowouts.
Yeah, seriously, just blowout after blowout after blowout. I'd rather every game be close than watch my favorite team just blow people out of the water. Because, it's not fun. Watching going back to football, watching Penn State when they played against Pitt, that first quarter, Penn State was up 10-7. This is good. 63-13 is not.
No,
I don't want to watch that.
That's fair. I get to that point in Ohio State games where it's like, okay, they're up by 35 on Rutgers at the half. I'm going to go watch literally anything else. Please let there be a commercial on the next channel.
Seriously.
That's what I'm looking, but I know what you mean, because I'm looking, like Dan said, I'm looking forward to these last 3 games. I think that they're going to be really good games to watch, and they're going to come down to the final seconds, if not some overtime here.
You want to know what pisses me off, though?
Looking for sorry?
No, you go on.
I was just saying, I'm kind of hoping for a defensive clinic between Texas Tech and Virginia.
Maybe.
So not in the style of Texas Tech versus Michigan, because
that was just bad.
Thing.
That was barely watchable. So it was 2-0. I went and took a shower. I got out. It was 2-0. I was like, what the happened? Did you hit pause? And Chad's like, no. I was like, Jesus.
Fucking chuckles. Anyways, it's just crazy to think, I had a fucking point, and what really pisses me off is the fact that we're going to go 5 days without the Final Four games, and then they're going to put the championship on a fucking Monday night.
They always do that, though.
I know, play the game on Thursday, and then have the championship Saturday night.
Yeah. Agreed.
I can't start watching a game at 9:15 on Monday.
That must be like some NCAA thing, because it's the same thing with the national championship in college football.
It's fucking stupid.
It's ridiculous, yeah.
Because there's nothing that they're competing against except for WWE.
And they're not really even competing against that when you think about it.
It's just, WWE's ratings are way fucking up.
No, they're getting that contract with Fox too, so I guess that's a sign, but we'll see. It
doesn't make sense. I know you have to accommodate the fans on the West Coast, because it's not fair if you start the game, let's say, at 7:15 here. That's 4:15 in California. They're probably still at work.
Fuck them.
No, sports is supposed to bring us together, not divide us.
Yeah, well, you chose to live out there. That's your problem.
Yeah, it's like all those Dodgers fans that are sitting at the ballpark at 5 o'clock.
Listen, here's my argument for... Actually, all right.
Time?
You want to rant? Here's my fucking problem with that, okay? Because if I have to fucking deal with the fact that a game starts at fucking 11:30 at night, and I'm going to suffer because I have to go to work fucking tired, well, I'm sorry you missed the first 45 minutes of my fucking game that started at 7:15 my time. Fuck you, okay? No. I have to wait and stay up till 3 in the morning. Which would you rather have? The game?
For which sport are you talking about? For baseball?
Pick a sport. Pick a sport for the most part. If you had a team that is playing on the West Coast, and you're typically an East Coast fan, okay? If you live on the East Coast and you're a fan of that team, and they have to go out west, that game gets pushed out so that people can make it to the ballpark. I get that. That's where the location of the fucking event is, okay? But I will suffer. I will do what I have to do. I will go into work, and I will struggle. You're either going to have to sacrifice the first couple of minutes of that game that's on TV that you can't fucking make it to, because guess what? You're in LA and it's going off in New York City. So either you miss the first 45 minutes or put an earbud in fucking Jimmy, or you fucking leave early that day. Okay?
Here's the thing that I think is funny. Depending on what sport you're talking about, baseball, they do noon games all the fucking time.
That's fine, but there's 160 fucking two of them. Are you serious?
No, we're agreeing.
That's
I have to leave. I have to miss work to watch a fucking baseball game.
That's
because it's at noon.
But here, now that we're accommodating the fans
games.
in the national title, where's the national championship game being played this year?
I think it's Arizona. Is it Arizona?
I have no clue.
Let me
see now. This makes more sense to me because they need to get to that, be able to get to that game. I can understand that. I'll suffer it. It sucks for me, but I'll suffer it because it makes statistically or location-wise it makes sense. But the next time that the NCAA tournament is held in Madison Square Garden, or God, please no, Josh Nolan, TD Garden, I don't want to hear fucking Ralph in Frisco complaining that he can't get out of work in time. That's your fault, Ralph.
No, see, it's in U.S. Bank Stadium, which is in...
It's Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay.
It's definitely, because that's where the Vikings play.
Yep. So that's...
It's always played in a football stadium for some fucking reason.
That's not even... Like, we're making very similar arguments. My thing is, I'm willing to start watching a game at 9:15, but put it on the fucking Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean,
when it's okay for me to stay up till 1 a.m. watching a fucking game.
That's never made sense to me. And that is another thing that I can rant about with the NCAA's championship bullshit. Because I never understood why they... Like, who at the NCAA is like, you know what? We're not dicks enough. We should put the championships on a fucking Tuesday.
I don't fucking... Like, I don't get it.
Like, at least it's... Like, if it was on Monday, at least it would be like, oh my god, I have something to look forward to on a Monday.
It is. Like, it's always on Monday. It's Monday night. And it's always at 9:15. Regardless of where it's being played, it's on at 9:15.
I mean, I've never looked into the NCAA rules, bylaws, but I'm sure there's got to be one.
Change them!
Where it's listed, like, we have to be as inconvenient as fucking possible to the majority of people as we can.
You know what? If you're so concerned about these guys being fucking student athletes, don't take them out of an unnecessary class on Monday.
First of all, they don't care about them being student athletes.
I mean, if they're not paying them, they clearly do, right? So
no. They just care about them being there at peak primetime hours so that ratings go up. Gotta get those ad dollars, man. Even though every ad seems to be an NCAA ad featuring Charles Barkley and Spike Lee.
Well, they're just repurposing the Capital One ads.
I understand that, but it's the same ad companies. It's that and AT&T. It's all I see. That's the only commercials I ever see.
Chevy? No. Hunt?
Which one?
One of the car companies. Yeah.
Pick one. I'm not paying attention.
No.
I just know when I see something 13 fucking times because I've had 3 timeouts in the last 16 minutes.
It's probably Toyota you're thinking of.
Yeah.
And most of them aren't even real timeouts. It's like, we're going to take a TV timeout. I was like, what the hell is that?
Oh, here we go. Breaking news. Former Penn State wide receiver Jawan Can't Catch Shit Johnson transfers officially to Oregon.
Hey, we'll kick the tires on him.
Do you like his nickname? Jawan Can't Catch Shit Johnson?
Yeah, but maybe it was who was throwing him the ball, you know? Now he's got a real quarterback like Justin Herbert.
I'm just going to ignore that.
I mean, you probably should because you could make an argument, but I'm still going to, at the end of the day, be like, Justin Herbert's a better quarterback.
I don't think he is.
What?
You're wrong.
I have a hard time accepting the fact that a quarterback like Justin Herbert, who is a better athlete than he is a thrower, and throws to a fucking league like the fucking Big 12 that plays soft-ass defense. They play soft defense. The Big 12 doesn't play any defense. I have a hard time accepting the fact that a guy like Justin Herbert is a better quarterback than a Big 12 quarterback who breaks fucking records in the Big 12.
I mean...
Or the Big 10, sorry.
What records? What records are you talking about?
He's got a bunch of Penn State throwing records.
So you mean school records and not Big 10 records. So what you're talking about is an irrelevant record that matters to only the alumni and fans of your fucking school.
Well...
Whereas fucking Dwayne Haskins just broke the records for passing yards and touchdowns for the Big Ten that was set by Drew fucking Brees.
Well,
no one cares about your Penn State fucking records unless they went to fucking Penn State.
We're not talking about Dwayne Haskins.
Right, but you know who doesn't give a shit about Penn State records? Justin Herbert. He's not concerned about setting the Penn State record. Why? Because he doesn't fucking go there.
No. I'm not saying he goes there. I'm just saying that Justin Herbert, when you watch...
And who were they held by to begin with? Who held those records? Because so help me God, if you say Christian Hackenberg, this conversation's over.
Christian Hackenberg was an elite fucking quarterback at Penn State, but no.
Well, then that's the first good news I've heard about your school today.
Daryl fucking Clark, man.
Who?
Selling insurance now.
How do we determine this, Dan? Do we wait till they get to the next level and see who's more successful?
No, they're both going to be shit in the NFL. Come on. Trace McSorley's going to be like the fucking next Johnny Manziel. Except without the drug problem. Yeah. I don't know if he's got one.
So he's just going to beat women? I don't know where you're going with that.
I don't know.
He's not going to be good?
No, he's not going to be successful at the next level. Neither will Justin Herbert.
Either way,
I think Herbert could. I think there's an argument that he very well could translate to the NFL.
Yeah, I think he's going to translate to the NFL just as well as fucking Marcus Mariota, who sucks. I mean, Marcus Mariota sucks.
I can give you that comparison more than anything else because Herbert's kind of built the same way. I mean, that's such a hard question to answer because it all comes down to one, their skill set, and two, where they land. Because like everybody was like, Josh Rosen's great. First of all, no, he wasn't. Second of all, he landed in Arizona, which is basically like him going into retirement early.
Listen, Josh Rosen was a very good quarterback at UCLA. Problem is, anytime he needed to make plays, he couldn't.
Right, and also the problem was he couldn't do it against subpar talent in that conference at the time. Like, there wasn't a ton of talent there.
He threw a lot of touchdowns in the game against Memphis, but...
Fuck me. Did you really use that?
Hold on. No, this is making the point I made.
I'm going to let you finish the point because this isn't a good start.
He threw a ton of yards and a bunch of touchdowns at Memphis, but in crunch time, when he needed a touchdown to win, he throws 2 interceptions and back-to-back drives. He just...
Oh, no wonder the Giants are interested in him. He's like fucking Eli.
Yeah. So, like, while, yes, he is an effective quarterback sometimes, he's just not fucking the same, cut from the same cloth that a guy like Aaron Rodgers is. Where when the game is on the line... No, hold on.
You bring in the Zeus of quarterbacks as your comparison?
Well, he's the best one that I can think of in terms of when the game's on the line, puts the team on his back and gets it done. Matt Ryan does it.
Yeah,
a lot of times.
That's the difference between separating a great quarterback and a not great quarterback. Is when the game's on the line, can you step up? Drew Brees does it.
Even Matthew Stafford, he's like, I've got this.
Every once in a while, he'll show up and do it.
You know who else got this? Nate Peterman.
Russell Wilson's pretty good at that coming out, unless he gets called for a fucking pass on the 4th or on the goal line, 1 yard out.
Yeah.
But I don't fault him for that. I fault play calling.
Yeah,
who do we have to get the ball to? Marshawn Lynch? Nah, let's pass.
Marshawn Lynch, who's she?
Yeah,
that's what it. And like, you can make an argument. And here's
his blood sugar's too high. We can't have him having any more Skittles.
Being a former coach of football, I love being able to say that. Being a former football coach.
Yeah.
Me too. I drew lines in the grass for plays.
Oh, I coached an actual team, though.
So did I. Every time I turn on Madden. What's your point?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not even mad that they decided to throw the ball, but I'm telling you right now, if I'm throwing the ball, it's a fade to the back corner. I'm going to overthrow and hope that Doug Baldwin can jump.
It should have also been a play-action bootleg would have made more goddamn sense.
And just let Russell take it himself.
Yeah, or dump it off to the tight end that blocked in and then leaked out.
Do you really trust a guy named Luke Wilson to catch that touchdown?
No, but who they're not keying on? Luke fucking Wilson. I'll tell you that right now. That wasn't in their scouting report.
No.
Did you actually? Funny that you brought that up because the coach thing. It made me remind something. I don't know if you remember this. There was once a football game that came out that was like a Madden head coach. It was just about being a head coach.
No, you only called the plays.
Yeah, that was
you didn't play the game.
It was the most ridiculous thing I ever saw because there was no way it was going to succeed. But I do remember it, and I'm pretty sure I still own it.
It was a Madden game, yeah.
Oh, man. I can't believe they did that. That's adorable.
You had the old version of Madden, remember? I did. It was like back when it was like basically like cardboard figures moving around.
So, let's see. I have Madden
95?
98.